Let's talk boundaries and anger. So with the holiday season coming around the corner, a lot of times people actually feel overwhelmed by the holiday season. And it can be confusing because they're thinking that this is supposed to be festive, it's celebratory, why is this overwhelming? But it actually is quite common, it makes sense. And a lot of times the reason it's overwhelming is for a lot of people, they struggle with placing healthy boundaries with their friends or their families. And as a result, it can be tiring to be in these different interactions. And there's a lot of myths about boundaries. But for today, I want to link this to anger. Now, one of the things that I often hear about anger is anger being described as a secondary emotion. But there are times where anger is actually coming as that primal instinct, a desire to set a boundary. And the thing is that if people did not learn early on that their boundaries are encouraged, that their boundaries are welcome, that their boundaries are valid, then they won't have a healthy relationship with their own boundaries. And in those situations, they won't be able to put healthy boundaries. So what tends to happen? Either they can have a feeling of anger that explodes and gets very expansive and big, or they can connect with this anger and a desire to put a boundary, but then it goes into a collapse. In both those situations, they're not being able to successfully put the boundary that they need. What's really powerful is that when we discover the ability to put healthy boundaries and to express healthy anger, not in an intellectual way, but in a felt sense, somatic way, things shift for us. And we start to feel more at ease and more comfortable in different scenarios, including the holiday season.